guys, welcome to Savvy for Life. I'm Janie Lee, I'm an interior designer, and in this video I'm going to show you how easy it is to stain your own fence using this machine that I bought off of Amazon. This is an HVLP spray gun. It's a high volume, low pressure gun, and it was literally like under $60. It came with 5 or 6 attachments, which controls the amount of stain that comes out. And I found that the best spray nozzle for me was the second largest hole, and that one gave me just enough volume of stain for this machine. So here is my fence. We just had it installed, and it's a horizontal cedar, which I absolutely love. I think it's a very modern and contemporary look. We went with a horizontal that has a tongue and groove. So each panel of cedar is actually into each other, and there's no gaps in between, which gives you the ultimate privacy, and that's what we really wanted. Now the cedar has a rough side and a smooth side. On the interior side, I wanted it to be smooth because that's the side that I'm going to be looking at all the time, and on the exterior side is rough. And so with stain color, you really want to test everything on all the boards. Now each cedar can be different, and it could absorb the stain differently. So after testing all these different kinds of stains, I went with an oil-based color called Dark Walnut. And I went with oil. I was trying to decide between oil and water. Oil being a lot more difficult to work with, but I felt like the color was a lot richer and it gave a really vibrant look. The water-based stains were nice, but it just didn't have the look that I wanted. So the color I went with is Dark Walnut, and it looks differently from the smooth side as it does on the rough side. With this spray gun, what I liked about it, it's fairly easy to assemble and it's really easy to clean. You just put the stain in this canister over here, and with the nozzle itself, it can rotate to go either vertical or horizontal or even diagonal just by twisting that. And it also has a function up here to control the width of the spray, if you want like a narrow spray or you want a wider spray. So I highly recommend this machine, and if you want more details or you want to know where to buy it, just click the link in the details below. And one other thing is that you want to make sure your clothes that you're going to be wearing when you're doing this project is something that you're not committed to keeping, because there's a huge overspray when you're doing this, and with the oil it can get into your face, it can get into your clothes very easy. It got into my hair, so you might want to wear a mask just to protect yourself. And so you also want to take a look at your fence and the type of wood, because this cedar has a lot of knots, and the knots tend to hold the stain color a little differently than the rest of the wood. If you don't like the little knots all over the fence and you find that it bothers you, then you might want to go with a semi-solid color or a solid color just to minimize it. But for me, I like the knots. I think it looks natural, so I went with a semi-transparent oil-based stain, and for me, I think that's perfect. And so when you're actually using this spray gun, you want to use it kind of at your eye level. You don't want to be spraying up or down. You want to keep it a consistent straight level, and you want to spray. There's different pressures that you can put on this nozzle. One that actually sprays, the more pressure you put, the more stain it comes out. And so you would apply the pressure evenly, and you would just go in an even speed back and forth, and making sure that the stain covers the entire fence. Now, you don't want to have these dark patches, but what I think is a really important tip, and I can't stress this enough, is that after you go stain the fence with the spray gun, you need to absolutely come in with a brush. And this brush I bought at the local hardware store. It was $15, but it was totally worth the investment because it saved me so much time. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in after you spray the fence, you're gonna brush in all the streaks and all the areas just to give it that smooth finish. And I feel like this brush really makes the oil penetrate into the grain a little bit deeper, so it actually will give you a more consistent look. So I highly recommend getting this brush. I'll put the link below in the description on where you can get this brush, and I think this is also a great time saver, because what I did was I thought I would test how long it would take me to stain a panel of the fence, and I would say the spray gun took me almost 4 or 5 times as fast as it did using this brush. So this spray gun is awesome. It will save you so much time and so much effort and still give you a professional look. Okay guys, that's my video on how to stain a fence. It was fairly easy. I love this machine. I think it really saves a lot of time and effort, and going in with the brush afterwards was perfect. It gives you a really nice professional finish, and for only 60 bucks, it's an awesome tool to have. And so again, just to recap the pros and cons of this machine. The pros, I love that it's really easy to clean, it's really simple to use, it's inexpensive, it saves a lot of time. And for the con, there's really only one con, and that is the canister is a little small, so I had to refill it more often than I would have liked to. But other than that, this is a wonderful tool. Go ahead, try staining your fence at home. It's really easy to do. And for the material list, click on the description below and you'll be able to see everything there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button so you can get more video updates on how to create your beautiful home and live your best life. And until then guys, see you later, stay savvy.